Well, as you've already heard all morning, today marks the start of the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture. And let's cross now to our reporter, Mzwandile Mbeje, who is at the Commission's offices in Parktown, Johannesburg. And with him is Dr. Khotso De Wee, Secretary of the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture. Mzwandile, good morning.
A very good morning to you, Sakina.
So, Mzwandile, I understand you have Dr. Khotso De Wee with you, so do take it.
Thank you very much, Sakina. As you said, the Secretary of the Commission, Dr. Khotso De Wee, really will tell us about what exactly is going to happen. Today is the day when this commission is beginning. So it's been everyone has been talking about it for the longest of times, and then we are getting to really understand what will be happening and what the issues will come out here. Dr. Khotso De Wee, so as the Secretary of the Commission, just take us through what is it that will be happening. Everyone is really watching, wanting to know how are we starting, what will be happening.
Well, as the nation knows, today is really the first day of the commission, the judicial inquiry on allegations of state capture, fraud and corruption in the public sector as well as in the organs of state. Today will be the first block of our hearings, and I'm saying the first block because there will be a series of blocks over which these hearings will be taking place, and those blocks will be driven to a large extent by the evidence that is in possession of the Commission. So today is the very first block. What will be specifically happening today, there will be opening remarks by the chairperson of the Commission. He'll just be sketching the scenario and giving a broad overview of where the Commission comes from and where it is going. Secondly, there will be an opening statement by our evidence leaders led by Advocate Paul Pretorius, who will do his whole presentation on the terms of reference and the ground that will be covered by the Commission. Lastly, there will be a presentation of information by Advocate Thandi Norman. So today there will be no witness. Witnesses, I think, will only start from tomorrow onwards.
So after those presentations, what else will happen? So will it be the end of the day for today?
To a great extent, it will largely be the end of the day. Witnesses, I think, will come before the Commission from tomorrow.
I know that in the statement that the Commission did issue a few days ago, they did mention a few names that perhaps many people know about. So are there any other people perhaps that you have contacted or that you are in the process of conducting even beyond our borders currently?
Well, I mean, there are no names that have been mentioned. They were also mentioned in the report of the public protector. They are mentioned in the remedial actions pronounced by the public protector herself. So those names, many of them have confirmed that they will make an appearance in the Commission. However, I am not at liberty to tell you about other witnesses. There will be many other witnesses that will be coming to the fore, but because of the sensitivity of the issue, allow me not to mention other witnesses.
Doctor, I assume that there would be people who may want to come and present their evidence, but of course they may not want to be known. So what are you going to do to those? Will you protect their identity?
Well, as you know, the Commission issued a notice inviting the public to share whatever information, whatever evidence they have with the Commission. And we would also like to repeat that call that any member of the public out there who has information, who has evidence that they think will be useful to the Commission, that is in line with the terms of reference of the Commission, we urge those members of the public to come forward with the Commission. On the question of those people who would like to be protected, we have an arrangement with law enforcement agency to protect people who need such protection, who the authorities consider the threats against their lives very serious. Those people will be given the necessary protection. But lastly, you will know that in terms of the rules that has been issued, citizens are allowed to make an application to the chairperson to present their evidence in camera, and the chairperson will then assess their evidence and decide whether it merits being heard in camera or not.
So we know that the initial remedial action of the public protector was 6 months, but the chairperson then went to court to ask for an extension. When you look at this whole process, so are you confident that it will be concluded within the period that the court has granted you?
Well, we hope so. We hope so. Look, there's a lot of work to cover. If you look at our mandate, we are supposed to cover allegations of state capture, fraud, corruption in the public sector. You must remember, when we say in the public sector, what we are talking about is essentially is national government, is provincial government, is municipalities, at least insofar as those are affected or are related to the public protector's report. If you talk about organs of state, it's numerous organs of state. Your SAA, your DINEL, your ESCOM, is a whole range. So we hope that the judgment given by Judge Rabi recently of extending the duration of the commission by 2 years from the 1st of March will suffice.
The person perhaps who is really central in this whole state capture allegations, the former president, and then we read reports over the weekend that the commission has written to him to appear before the commission. Can you confirm that to us now?
Yes, the commission has written to the legal representatives of the former president. I know that there are a few questions that they have asked that our legal team is attending to, but yes, the legal team of the president is aware that the president has been invited to the commission.
So what sort of response have you received so far?
Well, I'm not at liberty to say, because this is a matter between lawyers at present. I think when the time is right, we will announce to the public what the issues were.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There was Dr. Khotso De Wee, the Secretary of the Commission on State Capture. It will be probing a wide range of allegations of state capture. Every South African knows about this issue. We hope that in the next 24 months, this matter will be concluded as we hand back to the studio for the news.
Well, thank you so much, our reporter Mzwandile Mbeje there, and the SABC team out in full force to bring you that particular coverage, cover to cover, here on SABC News Channel 404 as well, and on our various social media platforms too. Well.